What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Swiss Life of TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review. This is Raising Kanan, Season 5, Episode 8, Unconditional Love. This is the season finale and the series finale. I want to reserve my opinion about what I thought about this particular show or this season or this episode until the end, but it's really bugging me. This was not finale quality or finale level for me. It seems as if they were, when 50 Cent made the decision to cancel this show and move into Origins, they just try to figure out some kind of way to just like throw it all together and say, here, we moving on. And without actual care or consideration of the fans. There was people who rose in this particular episode that had no business rising. There's people who lost in this episode that had no business losing. And I don't know, it just pissed me off. They didn't even have a fucking funeral for Marvin. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Do all the stuff that YouTubers tell you to do. Hype up this video. All that jazz. We opened up with Rock sitting on her couch, just looking empty, looking numb, looking emotionless as she always does. Okay? Juke, she at home, reading the note that Marvin left her. Briefcase full of money behind her, uncontrollable tears coming out of her eyes, while Kanan narrates what it feels like to have lost everything and how that eventually eats at your heart. Then we quickly move on to Jarita's dumbass coming in to tell Kanan that she's pregnant. And he basically do to her the same thing he did to Crystal, like, is it mine? How you know it's mine? And Jarita, I'm like, you a whole hoe out here, girl. A whole hoe. You mean to tell me that your dumb ass is fucking this teenager raw? What, did you think he was so fucking young that his sperm wasn't making babies right now? Kanan, mind you, you only 16, but this is your second time being in this situation, getting a girl pregnant because you going in raw. And this is a whole fucking prostitute that you fucking raw. At what point do you grow up? I mean, come on now. She like, I don't want nothing for you. I don't want nothing from you. I thought you just should know that I'm keeping it. If you come around, you come around. If you don't, you don't. Somebody gonna have to make me understand. Maybe they're gonna explain it in Origins, because I don't understand how the fuck did we get to the Jarita we knew in the original Power that was down for him. The only person that he ever trusted, the only person he ever cared, the only person he ever loved. How did we get down to that point? He had been in jail forever. How he get out of jail and then come back into Jarita's bed? Make that make sense to me. And she holding money for him. What happened? So I guess we're going to have to watch Origins to figure out what the fuck happened. Because how did Jarita get from there to there? She is a dumbass girl. She's a dumbass created character. I can't stand her character. I can't stand women with this fucking mentality. And you fucking with a child. Then they had to bring back the Scalato twins. We could have done without them. We didn't need to see the Scalato twins. Breeze had already told us that he was going to take care of him. They could have just been a headline in the fucking news. But here we go. Look at Justin prevailing, as black people know it always does. They was caught with a trunk full of pills. A trunk full. Yet they free out here. They free out here to go out here and suck on this glass dick in their backyard. Like it wasn't shameful to smoke crack back in the day. Okay. And then I'm sure that they would have told on Breeze without any deal being made. Normally they would give these motherfuckers a reduced sentence for diming on somebody. Or if they didn't give them a reduced sentence, they gave them full immunity and put them in witness protect. WITSEC, you know what I'm saying? But no, that's not what happened. They out here free. Free as a bird. If they was black, we say it all the fucking time, if they was black. But then Breeze rolled right on up to their house and they like, how do you know where I live? And then what are you gonna say? Y'all out here living like black folk? No motherfucker, black folk don't live like that. See, that pissed me off about 50 Cent and Courtney Kemp and Sasha Penn and whoever the fuck wrote this shit. What you mean they out here living like black folk? No, they live out here living like trailer trash white folks. Please, give me a fucking break. I don't think so, sir. I don't think so. I was pissed off this whole fucking episode, child. Breeze walked in and killed both of them. Pow pow. Okay. So what? Bye. I don't give a fuck about the Scarlata twins. I don't even know what their names was on the fucking show. Anyway, Rock back in front of Pino, begging his ass again. Please do business with me. Please do business with me. And he says, I only gave you this meeting because you lost your brother. I'm sorry about that. I know how that must feel. And she like, well, I've been in worse spots, but this about business. I ain't hear about that. I can bounce back. Pino is like, in worse motherfucking spots. Worse than your son killing your brother? Rock looked shook for a minute, but only a minute, okay? Who told you that? What difference does it make who told me? Pino's like, everybody fucking know. You didn't? Okay, I thought you knew. And she's like, well, again, I ain't here to talk about that. Damn, the Italians, at least they show some type of grief when one of theirs is taken out. They show some type of rage or emotion when one of theirs is taken out. Rock shows no fucking emotion, which makes me not give a fuck about Rock. Okay? Okay, I loved her gangster, but at the same time, as a mother, as a sister, did the bitch even have friends? No. I wouldn't give a fuck about Rock. Only thing I cared about her is her gangsterdom. Okay? And right now, she being weak as fuck. And her begging this motherfucker to protect me. I just need your protection. I just need you as a barrier, as a buffer between me and Stefano so I could build myself back up. And Pino was like, hell nah. That nigga wants you dead. He wants you dead. And she said, I don't know what his problem is. Maybe it's because, he wanted me and I didn't want him. Now this got Pino intrigued. You mean to tell me Stefano was trying to hit it? That motherfucker, back in the day when we grew up, he always got all the girls. Then he goes into this long story, okay, about Stefano and then some chick that he was into, and she was the first one to kiss his little scrawny ass. Maybe it was a pity party going on. He wasn't sure, but he know how he felt in that doggone moment. And then a week later, Stefano was riding with his chick, okay. This motherfucker get all the girls. Because me and Pino was like, what the hell was she talking about? Now I'm sitting here like, me and Rock, like, what the hell are you talking about? And what does this have to do with me? So what it had to do with her was Pino said, well, no, we ain't in no business relationship because that's what she's talking about. She want us to still establish. We don't have no business together no more. That's over and done with. But I still got a hard on for Stefano 60 years later about him taking the girl that wasn't ever mine in the first fucking place because she gave me a fucking hard on when she kissed me. Okay. I still mad about that situation. It's 60, 70 years later. I don't know. They got to be 100-something years old by now. Okay. And he like, I think that if I can get with you, that could piss him off. That'll get under his skin. We can make our relationship personal. Me and you, wagga, 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 wagga. That's what he want to do. I'll protect you then if we fucking. Okay. Rock is like, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. And she got up and she bounced. He said, well, good luck to you, because you ain't going to be living much longer. Just let you know. Okay. Could have had you a little bit of Italian dick and lived a little bit longer. Well, Juke, she go over and have her little Ponderosa with Flossie. Marvin had mentioned in her letter that she was somebody that Juke could trust. What she didn't expect to learn is that Kanan is the one responsible for her daddy's death. And Flossie was like, well, I ain't sure. I don't know for a fact. And Juke was like, nah, he did that shit. He did that shit. And she know because he already killed Uncle Lou. And you can't make me understand, knowing this right now, how in the fuck did Kanan and Juke bond again? How? How was Kanan able to call Juke for any fucking reason? And she came through for him. She left motherfucking DC to come up there for his bitch ass. Matter of fact, wasn't she holding money for him too? For when he got out of jail? How? Who? And like I said, they still haven't said that Jukebox supposed to be part of Origins. So how are we going to explain that story? How are we going to get from point A to point B? First Lou, now her daddy. And so we go over to this fucking pawn shop, and Breeze is telling Kanan he still got to put Rock down. And even though Pops and Snaps are gone, the order came from Stefano. So he got to follow the order. It's amazing to me that Breeze is even having this mindset, because this motherfucker don't have no respect for authority at all. But he gonna follow the orders of Stefano. So Kanan said, well, who put down Pops and Snaps? Nobody knows. I guess that shit just came out of nowhere. So Breeze said, well, did it happen like that for your uncle? Did it just come out of nowhere too? Kanan say, I don't know one way or the other what happened. Okay. So I guess your time is over between them two. Okay. But he tell him, in regards to Rock, I just gotta let you know, I still gotta put your mama down. He said, go and do what you gotta do. I don't give a fuck. Okay. In the meantime, we back at the fucking FBI with this stupid ass storyline. Rock is gonna agree to turn on Pino and Stefano if she gets full immunity and witness protection. They like, well, until we know what you have to offer, we can't discuss terms. That's typical, but I always thought that was stupid. Rock said, I ain't talking then. And they like, this ain't how this work. But I can understand what you're saying. Okay, I do know some people that was able to get what you asking for, but you're going to have to give us something. She's like, and I want protection for my son too. This little nigga killed both of your brothers, been trying to kill you on multiple occasions, and you still trying to protect him? I guess that's what the title of this show is called, Unconditional Love. You know what I'm saying? Kanan is exactly who Rock made him to be. Okay? They like, wait a minute, wait. Your son, he involved in this too? Oh, y'all stupid. Come on now. If you have seen her multiple times at Stefano's and multiple times at Pino's, how in the fuck have you not seen Kanan there too? How have you not seen Breeze there? How have you not seen Snaps and Pops there? Y'all surveillance ain't about shit. I wouldn't even believe that y'all even got anything on me. Listen to this fucking conversation. Now, Garcia, he told Juke to leave him the hell alone, right? But here he is back at the donut shop again. He said, like I told you, I will leave you alone as long as you stayed off my radar. But here we go again. And Juke is like, I don't know who killed my daddy, if that's what you're asking me. Girl, a lie don't care who tell it, is what Garcia tell her, okay? Then she said, he asked, well, what about the Henrys? And she like, who the fuck is that? Snaps and Pops. Oh, them motherfuckers dead too? Somebody put them down? Well, yeah. And since you knew they was tied to fame, Juke said, oh, well, shit, I guess they got what was coming to them then. Okay? Baby, we got Isaiah Whitlock. Senator Davis coming for Pops and Snap's funeral. I wish they would have brought this character in a long time ago, because I see no purpose to bring somebody this stately into this role at this particular point. If y'all don't remember Senator Davis, I think his name was Lump on this particular show here in this episode, but his name was Senator Davis in The Wire. Yes. But what the fuck? We still ain't got no funeral for Marvin? What the hell is going on? The one motherfucker I cared about, and we here for Snaps and Pop? Stefano in the building, all the Italians in the building too. Well, Senator Davis, he gives them a quick little eulogy, and Stefano was bigging him up afterwards. And Senator say, one of mine that I had work for me, early. He was with you for a minute. And he said, it was, Stephanie said it was the same what happened to him. It was tragic what happened to him or something. And I'm sitting here thinking, Early, fuck. I remember Early, but didn't nobody give a fuck about Early? Why are we trying to wrap up his storyline? Don't nobody fucking care? Okay. But the senator know that Stefano had something to do with that. We know who pulled the trigger, but we know that it was Stefano behind that shit. Because he was like, shit. Don't piss on my head and tell me it's raining. I know you was involved. People think you all sweet and shit, but I know you rotten to the core. I can see your ass. Okay, that sounded like a fucking threat to me. So to put that in this episode and don't go back to it at all pisses me the fuck off. I know we not 3 years later gonna be still dealing with Stefano and the senator in Origins. We go over the club, boo. It's empty as a motherfucker, as always. None of these businesses that they run ever got people in it. The place never has customers. Okay? They ain't even running business out of there. They ain't even running dope out of there. Why bother to go? Okay. Juke, she's standing there, she behind the counter, behind the bar. And she sees that a gun there behind the bar. And I'm thinking, I know damn well Marvin got guns in that fucking house. I know damn well we did not need to come to the damn bar just to get that fucking gun. There's many guns in that fucking house. Well, Pino swings by Stefano. These motherfuckers always visiting each other instead of calling on the phone. And gives him the go ahead and put Rock down. After all he done hit it, now. He don't need for it anymore. He ain't got no need for it anymore. I said, this is the dumbest shit of all. But the dumbest shit of all was FBI agent Tanner. He goes to Kanan's apartment and tells him that Rock is finna snitch on the whole operation. Kanan is not an informant. So why would you go tell a minor and tell him that his mama finna snitch on the operation that he working for? And then she also seeking protection for him, which made him realize that he really in this deep too. Who wrote this shit? I seen Patina Miller post up on Instagram. Stay tuned for this episode, such and such writer, because she named the writer who wrote this episode. This is going to be really good. This is one for the history books. Bitch line. This is horrible writing. Horrible fucking writing. Rock found out that she gonna get the deal. They gonna give her everything she wanted, except Kanan decided to refuse. He not gonna, getting witness protection? Because he wasn't supposed to be testifying. That wasn't part of the deal. She was supposed to be able to be just to protect his ass. He is not the informant. She is. What is he fucking refusing? Plus, he a fucking minor. Okay? But Rock dumbass say he wasn't raised to be no snitch. Y'all been snitching on each other since the first fucking season. Stop it, girl. Remember, you snitched on Unique. Stefano snitched on everybody in this motherfucker snitching. And so then she said, oh, you know what? Kanan right. I ain't no snitch either. Fuck the FBI. I ain't going out like that. You basically told them that you involved with these criminals. But we never go back to the FBI. They never addressed the fact that she said that she not going to help them out. She has all this tea that she was just about to give to them. And now that she's not going to give the tea to them, it doesn't mean that the tea don't exist no more. It's still piping hot. And you part of the pot with the rest of them. That's what they would have been doing. Something on my leg. Anyway, down at the unbusiest pawn shop ever. It's a whole lot of activity, but ain't nobody ever in the pawn shop. Jalen, the bug eye dude, he brings in 2 workers for Kanan. They want to come work for him. They young as hell. Who are they? Tommy and Jamie. Look like they got to be 12 years old at this particular point. Only 4 years, 5 years younger than Kanan. Kanan may have had a birthday pop in right now. He might be 17 now, but I think he's still 16 at this particular point. Anyway, in the original lore, Tommy and Ghost start working for Kanan in 1996. This is still 1993 right now. So we're going to have a 3-year time jump in the origins story. I'm not sure if they're going to do it after season 1 or halfway through season 1 the same way they did with this particular show. Because I don't believe these 2 little kids are supposed to be in the origins. At least I haven't seen their faces. We've only seen previews of them as the teenage versions of themselves. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be a slight time jump. So we finally finna get Marvin funeral. But no, we're not. But I was asking who did the body because Marvin did look good. London Brown played the hell out of a dead person. You didn't see him breathe. His chest didn't move. His nose didn't flinch. And it was like they was trying to make him do it, though, because they kept their camera so tight on his fucking face for a long time. You did a good job, London, with that. You played dead good. And I was like, where the fuck is everybody? The pastor ain't even there. Pastor ain't there. Floss ain't there. His motherfucking sister ain't there. Juke is doing this all alone. Rock ain't a bit worried about her brother, not one iota. Stefano still worried about trying to bury her, though. Okay, Kanan not so much. He getting a little bit change of heart. He seemed to be feeling like this is happening too fast, too much happening too fast. Stefano tell him that she insulted me, and I can't let insults go unanswered. That's some childish motherfucking shit. Okay, Kanan is like, that's all she did was change partnerships. People do that in business. They do that all the time. It's nothing new. He said, not to me. They don't do it to me. Stefano, did you forget you the one to drop Rock? What is going on here? Okay. Kanan was like, no matter what the fuck she has done, this just don't sit right with me. Okay. Maybe it was because it has to do with my uncle. I don't know. I just know it don't feel right. Okay. So it got to be another way to handle this situation. Stefano saying he'll let her live if she do him a solid. This whole beef got me having a headache. Why is Stefano still alive? This saying this she got to do something for me to keep stay alive. Sound like it came right out of the fucking Diddy documentary. That's what it sounded like to me. And Kanan, he leave out after whatever agreement he made with Stefano. We didn't get to hear what it was. And Juke was hot on his tail. He goes into town. He meets up with Rock. He's like, "What, you can't meet me at the house? You don't trust me?" She's like, "No, I don't trust you. I need witnesses, nigga." Okay. The lack of respect for Marvin pisses me off. He like, hey, my bad for killing Uncle Marv. Rock is like, it's whatever. That's pretty much what she said, because her response was so dismissive of his fucking life. Let's not even talk about Lou, because they didn't. Okay. Rock let him know that she not fucking with the feds, and she gonna die by this flag. She gonna die in these streets. So anybody who wanna come at her, they can come fucking get it, including him. She was shook for a little minute, but she back. She got herself together now. She had to remember who the fuck she was. Kanan was like, well, fuck, I don't want that for you. Okay. I spoke to Stefano. Apparently, he don't even know what the ask is from Stefano. But he want to encourage her to go see him. Make that make sense. Right then, we see Juke put people into the frame, and she sees them together. And I don't know if she was able to hear the conversation, but she's standing there. She watched them hug and all that junk, Rock with the tears coming down her face, and Kanan trying to cry. When Rock started talking about the fucking warm milk, I just instantly thought of Alicia Keys' song when she talking to the dude in the coffee shop. You like to have a little warm milk in your tea or some shit like that, or it's coffee, whatever. Anyway, or he just like to order the warm milk. I don't remember what it was. But this is the point that Rock finally takes accountability. And I honestly don't give a fuck what she said. But she finally admits that this is all her fault. Same thing I've been saying for 5 fucking seasons. That she holds the blame, but she know that he is responsible for a lot of shit that she can't fucking forgive. He took both her brothers away. And this is the first time we even see her get emotional about either fucking one of them. Okay. She said she know that he is the way that he is because that's how she raised him. I think they was watching me. I always say Courtney Kemp used to follow. She used to follow my channel. They used to follow my channel and take my words and shit like that and put it into the storyline, because it'd be stuff that I be saying they end up saying the next fucking episode. But yeah, we already know this, Rock. He is a product of your environment. And seeing this episode though just pisses me off that Juke did not take out Kanan. Juke should have got fucking Kanan. Instead, he got her. And it pisses me off to know that. Okay. When she said to Kanan, Rock said to Kanan, "Don't you love me, Kanan?" I think that's the only emotion we've ever seen out of Rock. She actually had tears out of both eyes. Okay. Kanan never said yes. He said, "You my mother." And she's like, "That don't mean shit." I've been saying that, but people say I'm wrong. It burns me the fuck up When people come tell me, she's still your mother, he's still your daddy, I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here with that. If that's the case, then why the fuck they don't feel like my parent to me? They don't feel like my mama. They don't look at me and say, she's still your daughter. No, they don't do that. But they always want to put it on the motherfucking kid. That's still your mom. Fuck all that. Kanan is like, it's fucked up that the one person that you wanted to care for you never really showed it. She said she cared for him the best way she knew how. She gave Kanan the same speech her mama gave her. I loved you in the best way that I knew how, the only way I knew. Sorry that wasn't enough of you. That is the exact same speech that her mama gave her. Kanan's like, it's so fucked up that the person who take your pride from you is the same one that you trying to prove and make proud. Okay. But he said, but we way past that now. We way past that. Ain't no fucking turning back for us. We done too much shit to one another that cannot be fixed. Like I said, Rock was actually shedding some tears. I almost felt a little bit something in that moment, but not much. Okay. He was like, just go see Stefano. And I'm trying to figure out what guarantees did Stefano give to Kanan that he gonna keep his word and not kill his mama. Okay. You don't even know what he asking for. He could be asking for her to kill you. Shit. But he did. He dropped one little tear, stopped right here in the middle of his cheek. It didn't go fucking fall. He dropped that one tear out his good eye because the other eye, he still can't. His tear duct still fucked up over there from Marvin whooping his god doggone ass. And she told him, "I'm sorry." I didn't know if she meant I'm sorry for who the fuck I am, or I'm sorry I can't go kiss Stefano ass. Like I said, Juke was watching it all go down. Well, it wasn't about the Stefano situation because she went over there to his empty ass business, another motherfucking restaurant that ain't never got no fucking customers. And he in there talking to Breeze, telling Breeze that he ain't sure if he want to work with him because he too wet behind the ears. At least when Snaps and Pop was there, then he had adults that he could talk to. Breeze say, you ain't got to worry about me and mine. Okay, we know what the fuck we doing. Then in walks Rock. Stefano was like, well, look what the cat dragged in. Okay, Breeze get up and like, how you doing, ma'am? Insinuating that she old. She's like, fuck you, nigga, right? And he tells Breeze not to go too far. So Breeze only sat like a table or two away. And then he had his other little henchman surrounding the room. No, Rock takes stock of what's going on. Kanan then had the audacity to stop by the funeral home for Morgan. 10-second clip. That's all that was. Still no funeral for Morgan. Okay. Stefano wants Rock to do all the work for him, or do some work for him. We still don't know what this work is. But once she do it, she got 24 hours to pack up and leave New York. She's like, why the fuck would I do this if I still gotta leave? He said, you can't be around here. I don't give a fuck what you do, where you gonna do it at, but it ain't gonna be around here. If she don't leave, she ain't gonna be alive soon. And if she refuses right now, she ain't gonna make it to her fucking car. Breeze sitting in the back like, try me, bitch. Try me. Okay. So Rock goes to Marvin's grave site. Did we miss the fucking funeral? As much as Marvin is a fan fucking favorite, we got a funeral for Lou. We got a memorial service for Snaps and Pops. We got a fucking funeral and a memorial service for fucking Fame. We don't get nothing for Marvin. She go to the grave site, looking at all the headstones and shit. And notices that Marvin headstone ain't nothing like the rest of the family. So she rushes over to Marvin's house and try to go talk to Juke about it. Then Rock drove by what looked like Pernessa's mama house. I didn't understand. Why she drive over there? She sat and just watched for a few minutes and she pulled off. What the fuck was her point of going over there? First I was like, they can't be sending to David's house. Then maybe it is, because he's like supposed to be a threat to Stefano. Because why else would they show us that memorial scene? But no, that ain't what it was either. She had a hit on Stefano. We next see her over at his doggone high rise. And he opened the door like, ooh, you heard. I didn't think he was going to come. You honestly thought that Rock was there to fuck you? Men are idiots. Ain't no way in your right mind you thought the Rock was coming to smash. Speaking of idiots, baby, Rock was a fool to think that she was gonna live past this fucking episode. Baby, Juke came up in her crib, and this is the first time that I got excited all goddamn episode. Rock is like, talk to me, Juke. You know, when she noticed she had a gun. Help me understand what's going on. Juke said, if I explained that shit to you, you still wouldn't have fucking understand. Okay. She's like, well, try me. I didn't kill your daddy. It wasn't me. Juke said one word, Kanan. Rock said, what the fuck does Kanan got to do with me? Bitch, everything. You just out there and told Kanan, it's all your fucking fault. What you mean, what it got to do with you? She tried to go for her gun, but Juke had already peeped it a couple times because she kept looking over there. She tried to go for that gun, and Juke said, pow. Mm-hmm. She started crawling first. She was gasping like, oh shit, oh shit. Then she turned over her back. She finally stopped fighting and just looked up at Juke, looked at her face. Juke looked at her face, had a little smile on her face and said, plow, plow, nigga. She didn't say the nigga part, but she just plow, plow, put two more in her ass. Okay, right in the chest. And I'm thinking she better be fucking dead. I'm thinking she better be fucking dead. Okay. Because Juke needs some type of retribution. Shit. Next thing we see, Juke is sitting down with Kanan. He like, you bullshitting me. Juke say, you gonna know it's real soon. Okay. She did a lady Elena. Not Elena. You know, damn it, I can't think of Elena. She did a lady Elena from Game of Thrones. She told him to his motherfucking face, I killed your mama. He like, why you just didn't come after me? She said, I was. But then I realized that shit wouldn't hurt enough. How the fuck did they bond again after this? Make me understand. Houseway. Because Juke is like, I want you to feel this shit for the rest of your fucking life. The loneliness I feel. They having everything taken away from me. The pain I feel. I need you to feel that shit, okay? I need you to know that not a soul alive gives a fuck of whether you are dead or alive, okay? He like, you alone too, Juke. You just like me. You out here cold in this world by yourself. She said, you know what? But Brett killing your mama brings me a sense of warmth. I feel all cozy inside. Okay. Kanan said, I could just kill you myself. Go for it, nigga. Like I fucking care. That's how Juke was. She's really calm. She's really calm. I'm animated. Juke was like, go for it, nigga. I don't fucking care. And then he got up to leave out. And Juke said, oh, by the way, she never loved your ass anyway. She begged me to kill you instead of her in her last dying breath. I need to know, did Juke go on a killing spree or what? What the fuck happened with Juke? That Ghost and Tommy affiliates her with being one of the most feared people out there. How? They gonna have to include that in origins in some kind of way. I'm gonna need to know Juke's story, unless they finna do a fucking spinoff of Juke alone. Because I need to know. I need to have Haley Kilgore and Anika Noni Rose in whatever spinoff. This gonna be just about Juke. Because Juke ended up in fucking DC. We still don't even know how she got there. And I was waiting for Symphony to come back. Symphony didn't come back. Child, that was the end of the episode. I'm still just talking. That was the end of the fucking episode. There were so many things that was left unsaid, left undone, and it just didn't make no fucking sense. This was not a good season finale for me. This seemed like this didn't even seem like a season. It damn sure wasn't a good series finale, but it wasn't a good season finale either. Because I feel like this was one of the episodes, maybe like the season opener. We lost Lou, Marvin, and Rock. Fuck everybody else. I mean, we lost other people. Fuck them. We lost all three of them in a week. Kane and Breeze and Stefano get to live to see another day. Child, y'all let me know how y'all thought about this. What y'all thought about this. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Peace.